I think it's safe to say that coffee is really in the lifeblood of the tech industry. I mean, without coffee, I think our developers would be less productive, designers would be less creative, and our support team, well, I mean, let's be honest, it might still be asleep. But that's beside the point. I mean, the real magic happens when coffee and tech join forces, like a beautifully brewed binary of deliciousness. And coffee and water are just like zeros and ones. Have you ever noticed that coffee and technology actually do have a lot in common? They both keep us awake at night. They both make us anxious, particularly for SaaS founders. I think technology definitely keeps us up. And they both have a language that only a select few understand. You know, like AeroPress, Chemex, pour over, venti, flat white. I mean, seriously, have you ever tried to order simple cup of coffee at a fancy coffee shop? I mean, some places make it really difficult, and it's like trying to decipher the matrix. I was in another country a little while back, and I went to a highly recommended coffee shop. I love local coffees and things like that, local roasters, small places. But went to this little place, and they had a little fish bowl on the counter and had some cash in it. And there's a little handwritten sign on the front, and it said essentially that there was a dollar fee if you said espresso, which I thought was pretty funny. And, if coffee isn't your thing, the word is actually espresso with an S. There's no X in it, but it's one of those things that's mispronounced all the time, and they just weren't having that. So it was a dollar fine if you said espresso. So I thought that was really really funny. Just a little coffee nerdery, coffee snobbery maybe. But think about mental sharpness. I mean, some say coffee improves focus and memory, and I think that is definitely true for me. It certainly improves my mood. But it's great news for all the techies out there because without that morning cup of Joe, remember, all those functions, might be impossible to remember. So all that stuff, the coffee just helps improve that focus and memory. And so you can code better, faster, and have greater ideas. And of course, can't forget the countless times that we've spilled coffee on our keyboards, only to discover that somehow it made them work even better. I don't think you can be a real SaaS founder until you have baptized a keyboard with coffee.